I have been trying to figure out my placement for 2025 gardening season. I've got my Excel chart spreadsheets going. I've been using these for a long time. They feel like home. So I don't use the fancy programs. They're probably great, but I like my spreadsheets. Everything in green's already been planted. I've got my garlic over here. Bright green is things that are there, but I might move somewhere else. You got your strawberries here, your perennials, and over here to the right, I got a bunch of raspberries going. Haskell's were recently moved, but they are in their new home. And along the bottom here, I've got some blackberries and some rhubarbs. Now, the main points of contention are, what do I actually want to grow? I've changed this plan a dozen times every day, multiple times a day. I'm coming in here and modifying the plan. Just was watching a video where they were growing their squash butternut on a trellis. Now, I know this is something you could do, but I've been hanging and hawing over it, and I have definitely determined that butternut squash or other squashes I want to grow. I want winter squashes. I want something that I grew 4 months ago. I don't know, something nice about that. Feels more valuable than certain other things I can grow. Is it more valuable than tomatoes? More valuable than red onions? Whatever onions? Carrots? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I know I want a good amount of tomatoes. I want to make some tomato sauce. It's a good thing to do. You can can them, preserve them. You can eat them 4 months later. But do I actually want to grow onions? A bag of red onions is $6 at Costco. Do I want to use those, 9 square feet, 10 square feet for onions or something else for tomato plants in that space? Still figuring it out. Down here I've got my raised beds. I have mostly settled on what I'll be growing here. The gold nugget squash might change to something else, TBD. But other than that, I've also got some small pots here. These are only 3-gallon pots. They'll be grown in my front yard. Peppers. I bought a bunch of new different pepper seeds, and I'm curious at least this next season to figure out what they taste like. I'm not that interested in volume yet. I just want to identify if I like them. And if I do, I'll grow more. I'm not necessarily interested in extra spicy. I do like some spice, but I want the flavors. What are the different flavors I can taste in a either not spicy at all or only mildly spicy pepper? So at least as it goes for the garden, I've decided on my peppers. How much squash? TBD. Do I make less tomatoes? Maybe. I have also cut down, or I'm in the process of cutting down, a tree in this area back here. That is going to create more sun, probably give me another 2 hours of morning sun in the yard for this area over here where my Haskell's are growing. That might give me an opportunity to do some low-growing stuff. I might try strawberries in this area again. I had some before. They didn't do well. Lots of green, not much fruit. I'm guessing they just didn't get enough sun. So with this tree at the corner gone, maybe I'll get more sun over here. So yeah, that's where things are right now. I'll be growing some tomatoes. Whether that volume stays up or not, I don't know. But I'm really liking the thought here of taking this entire garden bed and focusing on squashes and trellising them up. The trellis is already there. We'll see what we do. It's still alive after -5 Celsius. Spinach. I believe this is seaside. Swiss chard. Still looking good.